Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today we are looking at another revision video on the broad topics that were released by the Caribbean Examination Council. Today we are looking at some of the topics from section A of the list. Specifically, we are looking at group cohesion, function of institutions, and the factors that influence voter participation. However, I hope that these revision videos, they are assisting you greatly in your preparation for your social studies examination. All right, before we start, I want to say a big thank you to all of my subscribers. And if you are stopping by my channel for the very first time, welcome. If you love this video, I want you to like the video, share the video, subscribe, and leave a comment. Remember to watch the ads that will be appearing on all the videos. First topic we're going to look at is cohesion in groups and institutions. Now, as I have said before in previous videos, I am using the CSEC Social Studies syllabus as a guide to present the content on the different broad topics. Now you're in the examination, right? And you are seeing this question. Describe the requirements for cohesion in groups and institutions. Will you be able to answer this question? Okay, let us see. So there's a key term that we need to know the meaning of, and that key term is cohesion. When you hear the term cohesion, what comes to mind? Well, if you're thinking working together as a group, togetherness, if you are thinking unity, you are definitely correct. So if we should rephrase this question, describe the requirements for that will allow groups or institutions to work together, to be united in achieving a common goal. Now, we know that there are many types of groups and institutions in society, right? And these groups and institutions, they are consisted of individuals from different backgrounds, different learning abilities, different status, right? And they are all trying to work towards a common goal. Now, there are many requirements. In order for these individuals to work together, it's not easy to work together with many persons, you know. However, if you're in a group that is working towards a common goal, you have to work with each other. Now, there are some requirements that I think should be present in a group or an institution in order for cohesiveness to take place. And you must be wondering, Miss, what are these requirements? Now, if you are thinking leadership, control, cooperation, authority, commitment, and loyalty, you are definitely correct. All of these requirements are needed in a group, in an institution, in order for members to work together, in order for there to be unity, in order for there to be cohesiveness. All right, and we can look at each one individually. Now, why do you believe that leadership is a requirement for a group or an institution in order to have cohesiveness? Now, I am sure all of us have been a part of a group, right? Let us look at the school as an institution consisting of students, teachers, auxiliary workers, etc. Now, if there is not a leader, there's not a leader in the school, there's no one that you could identify saying that this is the head of this institution, what do you think will happen? Most definitely you tell me that, Miss, there'll be chaos, Miss, there'll be confusion, Miss, there will be everyone in control, there will be no one to report to. And you are definitely correct. So in order for groups or institutions to have cohesiveness in achieving a common goal, there must be a leader, right? And everyone must know and acknowledge who this leader is. We cannot have everyone in the group saying that I am the leader, I am the head of the group, I am this, I am that. No, there will be too much chaos. There need to be a person or persons who are set in leadership positions in order to manage the group, right? Another requirement for group cohesion is cooperation. Can you imagine, right, that you are selected to be a part of a group that will be competing on the global stage? You're representing your country and you're selected to be a part of that group, right? In order for that group to be successful in competing against the other groups from the different countries, cooperation is important. Can you imagine? There is a set assignment, there's a set objective, there is a set goal for this group to achieve. And that goal is to go on the global stage, represent your country, and win that competition. However, you find out that some members are not cooperating, they're not working together, they're not loyal to the group, they are not committed to the group. What do you think will happen? Well, definitely, you will not be winning that competition, right? So, if you are a part of a group, it is important that all the members cooperate, work together in achieving the goal of the group. Another requirement of group cohesion is, let me pick one that I could look at quickly, commitment and loyalty. If you are part of the group, you have to be committed. You have to put your all in working with your other group members. You have to be loyal to your other group members, loyal to the group to ensure that the aim and the objectives of that group is achieved. If you're not committed, and if some members are not committed, some members are not loyal, they do not want to turn up for meetings, they do not want to assist in competing or researching on certain topics, whatever the aim of the group is, we know that there will definitely be confusion. The group will be failing, right? So we need all members, when we are a part of a group, we need all the members to be committed and to be loyal to the group. All right. So if you get this question or this topic in the examination, these are some of the requirements that you can write for group cohesion. Now we are at our next topic, and based on the broad list of topics that were released by CSEC under section A, functions of institutions are one of the topics that you'll be tested on. For you to answer questions relating to the topic institutions, we must first establish what does the term institution is and an institution. I'm sure that you have heard this term before by your teacher. Do you remember what an institution is? Well, if you are thinking that, and there are more than one definitions, let us establish that there are more than one definitions for the term institution. So if you're thinking that institutions are some widely shared beliefs, social norms, or procedures which satisfy our basic needs as humans, you are definitely correct. And many persons would also define institution as an arrangement by which individuals, groups, and organizations resolve central problems of living, right? So, start, right? Institutions, they are mechanisms that are put in place to to maintain social order. They govern the behavior of individuals, their interaction, their roles and expectations, the rights and obligations and responsibilities. They also govern the duties of individuals. And there are many institutions, and they all have a purpose, and they usually influences individuals in one way or another. Now, if you get a question asking you, identify examples of institutions, I am sure that you remember them, but I'm going to still give you the examples. So if you are asked to give examples of institutions, you could write health, another institution, recreation, family, government, education, economy. You could also write religion as the different examples of institutions. And each of these institutions, they have their functions, which is a broad topic that we should be concentrating on, the functions of institutions. Now, I am going to look at a few of these institutions. Let us start with the institution of religion. Can you cite examples of religion? I am sure that you can, so we are going to move on to the functions of religion. One, religion is used to promote social change, definitely. Two, it teaches reverence for life. Three, it provides individual with a sense of identity. And four, it is used to reinforce the belief in a supernatural being. All right, so we won't be able to go in depth with each of these, but you know the functions. Another institution that we are going to look at is educational institution, and I'm sure you know the different examples. One function of an educational institution is to ensure the all-round development of the individual for community and society. Two, to reduce social inequality. Three, to provide for social mobility. Four, to make the individual literate. And there are many other functions that you could write for your answer. Another institution that you could be tested on in your examination is recreational institution. And once we think about recreational institution, we are thinking about any activity that individuals engage in for pleasure and relaxation. Now, what are some of the functions of recreational institution? To provide a good pastime for individuals, to build physique, yes, to provide happiness and love among participants, and four, to help to develop an individual's personality, right? Another institution that you could be tested on is that of government. I did not want to touch this one until another video, but let us look at it anyhow. So, what are some of the functions of government? One function of the government is to uphold the Constitution. Two, to maintain international relations. Three, to maintain law and order. Four, to manage the finances of the country. And then, we know that they do this through budgeting. And a last one that you could write is to raise revenue through direct and indirect taxation. Up here for today in this video, but I want to give you an assignment. I want you to think about some ways, right? Oh, institutions have impacted your lives. We know that we have been a part of different institutions. Now, I want you to think about some of the ways that these institutions have impacted your lives. For example, I've been a part of educational institution, recreational institution, economic institution, and the list could goes on. So I want you to think about ways in which these institutions have impacted your life. And we will continue with this video. There's another subtopic in this video that we should have discussed. I'll continue in another video. All right, students? So remember to watch the ads, like, share, subscribe.